Hey everybody, how are you? I'm back. I really am going to try to come on here every day, every other day, or whatever. Have you been watching the Chauvin, Derek Chauvin, whatever, however you say his horrible name? Have you been watching the trial? I was doing some ironing today because, I got my husband a really cool retro vintage Rain Spooner Hawaiian flowery shirt for his birthday. He's going to be 65 this year, plus a good book. So I had to iron that, and I got 5 yards. I got 5 yards of this Hawaiian tropic fabric because I am going to be, you guys are going to see it too. I'm going to be Mrs. Roper. I am going to make me some caftans. That's what I'm going to do. And I have a little spot right out here in my backyard. Last year, my husband and I put sand down, and then we put a tarp over there. Well, that's still there. But last year, I had this inside. It's 4x8 swimming pool. It's inflatable. The cats are going crazy in here. And it's perfect for like one person to lay on a raft. Or, you can get a couple people over there, everybody in a corner drinking cocktails or whatever. But I loved it last summer because quarantine, right? Couldn't go anywhere, and I wanted a tan. And I'm going to get a tan this year too. So when I get out of my pool, I'm going to put my caftan on and have myself a glass of wine in the evenings. And Joe says he's going to call me Mrs. Roper. But anyway, I bought the fabric, and so I washed it first because, if you want to wash it first, otherwise it shrinks after you wash it. So I wanted to wash it before I made it. So it's this crazy turquoise, big floral prints, with some coral in it. It's going to be great. So I'm looking forward to that. I'll show it to you when I get it done. And man, my eBay store is going nuts. I sent 4 packages out this morning, and I've got 3 more going. That's just that I've sold today. It's just great because Berkeley, right? But as far as the Chauvin trial, I'll tell you. When I heard the judge talking this morning, he was telling the jury about the different stages. And I think this guy is going to get second-degree murder. Because I don't know that this cop intentionally killed this person. I think he intentionally tortured him. And I think he was intentionally bravado and intentionally an asshole, but I don't think he actually intentionally murdered him. And the other thing that's going on is that there may be one juror who's kind of weird. And, one apple spoiled the whole bunch. So if one person goes rogue, it's a mistrial, and they'll have to do it over again. We'll have to go through this all over again. So, I want to read on that, and I want to read on Harry and William because I want to see how their relationship is gonna do. I know that Harry and his dad are supposedly. I think he's coming back. Oh, look, there went a Spitfire. What you doing, Finnegan? Hi, Finn. Hi, Finn. He's a good boy. I know that Harry and Charles were supposedly going to go for a walk. So, I don't know. If there was some racism stuff that was going on, apparently there was. Hey, buddy, what you doing back there? Hi, sweetheart. Don't fall off. This thing goes down like 12 feet right here. There's stairs down here. What are you doing, buddy? He's such a good boy. if there was some racism stuff there, and apparently there was some racism stuff going on, if somebody's saying, well, what color is it kid's skin going to be? Like, who cares, right? That's just not cool. Saying. Okay, so let's read on Chauvin. And I know I've read on him before, or at least I think I have. You know, you forget this stuff. He's such a cute cat. He's all fretched out there, like, he's all fretched out. Look at him. What you doing, buddy? And he likes it when you scratch him back here on the back of his legs. Who does that? Anyway, I love him. I think he's awesome. So, now one of these days I have this rug. It's a vertical portrait type of needlepoint, antique needlepoint. And it's going to hang up here behind me, but I have all those other needlepoints that I'm going to get framed and put up here too. Remember, if you have looked back at my other older videos, you'll see that I've got a whole bunch of stuff going on in here that's going to go right here. And I have another huge one that's going up there, and it's like 5 feet long. And it's going to go right over the top of this. See, I can't really see it. That's a screen. It's a big door down there. Oh, for the walk, it walks out. And so this big needlepoint is going to go over the top of that. So anyway, that's why it's bare back there. Derek Chauvin. What's going to happen to him? Now, like I said the other day, it's going to be hard for me to show you the layout because I'm not in the basement and I don't have my iPad on that thing that swivels because it's too heavy just to move around. And I used to have another one of those. I used to have a tall standing one. Guys, when I got married and I moved up here to my hometown, I let a girl that I'd known for, a woman that I'd known for 15 years stay in my house to take care of it while it was on the market. And that woman sold my stuff. She had a garage sale in my garage and sold my stuff. She took my stuff to the pawn shops. I mean, she sold like $10,000 worth of stuff out of my house. And I mean, I had to call the shit. I'd known this woman for years. And she was my friend, right? And anyway, I don't know why I got off on that, but why did I get off on that? God, I totally can't even believe it. I forgot why I was even talking about that. It'll probably come back and hit me in the head. I'll remember it when I go back and watch this video. Why was I talking about that girl? Woman. Totally right out of my head. Anyway, that happened. So then what happened was that I kicked her out. And I had to go down there, and because I turned that house over because it still hadn't sold. I turned that house over to a property management company, and it was a large, big-ass farmhouse out in the mountains in North Carolina, and it had 8 bedrooms. And so I went down there. I spent 6 weeks down there one day. 6 weeks one day. I went down there and spent a month and a half down there refurnishing my house, and I ordered everything from Wayfair, and I had all the bedrooms done and everything. And I turned it into a VRBO. Well, it got to be a major pain because the cleaners didn't clean the way I wanted them to. I came down there one time and the back door was standing wide open. Nobody had been there for weeks. And the back door was just wide open. It was crazy. Or I'd go in there and there would be a washcloth flipped across the top of the shower that the cleaning people hadn't found. Man. So anyway, I sold my house last January, closed it on January 31st, and right after that, the plague hit. And that's when everybody quarantined and nobody went anywhere. So thank God I got that albatross off my neck. But I still don't remember why I started that conversation. Oh, yeah, I do. I had a kitty cat down there that she was taking care of too, who was kind of feral. And she let my neighbor shoot that cat dead. She had my neighbor shoot my cat. I mean, who does that? Who does that? Anyway, come to find out, she was doing all kinds of drugs and she was a total drunk. And it doesn't forgive what she did to my cat, Piper. Finnegan's a good boy. Okay, we're reading on Chauvin. I still don't know why I started that conversation, but Chauvin, Derek Chauvin. What is the jury going to decide? Let's read it from the jury's perspective. What is that jury thinking? What is that jury thinking? Jury thinking about Derek Chauvin. They're just trying to say, the defense attorney, of course, is, it's his job to try to get him off. What is that jury thinking? What is that jury? Well, let's look. Okay, we got the 7 of Wands, and it's crossed by the 2 of Cups reversed. So here's the skunk, prepared to defend itself. And it's crossed by the 2 of Cups reversed. So this is emotional. Cups are emotional, and it's upside down. So emotions are spilling out. And it seems like maybe there's one person who is they haven't even gone to deliberation yet, but there's one person who in the back of their head is saying, this guy didn't, I'm going to hang the jury or whatever. And so all these wands or fire, sticks of fire, which is about what it is, coming at this person, and whoever it is defending themselves with their stinky tail. And they can't agree. They're not going to agree. The basis of the reading is the Fool. So it might be that, the Fool is like when the Fool is on a quest, and it's the starting out of the major arcana, and it's before it goes through the different stages of whatever, But this is the very, very conceptualized notion of a new thing. And it also has purity involved with it. So probably the basis, beginning, the foundation started out pure good intentions. And behind, in the rearview mirror, we have the 10 of Wands. Now, the 10 of Wands is reversed. So when the 10 of Wands is this way, it's the burden, right? It's the heavy, heavy burden. When it's this way, it's being able to lay your burden down. So the Page of Pentacles is a crowning card. So this is somebody coming with an offering. Somebody that's down to earth. It could be something like new job or money or maybe somebody's offering one of those jurors money. Six of Cups reversed in the future. Now this way, the Six of Cups, this is the card of looking back on memories. This is bad memories. Six of Cups reversed. Yeah, living in the past. Unrealistic expectations. Again, it's cups. And when cups are upside down, that's emotion overflowing. Okay. So, 1, 2. We've got 3 major arcana cards in this deck. The Hermit is reversed in the id or subconscious. Hermit reversed is like not wise counsel. Let's see what it looks like with the rest of these cards. Somebody is feeling loneliness and isolation. And the Seven of Pentacles reversed is coming from the outside. So here we had, okay, so let's go back here to the basis of the reading, or the significator card is the Seven of Wands, right? Now remember, I've told you before that sevens take time. Right now you can see that this skunk and these seven wands are in a stalemate because it's kind of like a standoff, okay? So nothing is decided yet. The skunk has not turned around, okay? And here again, Seven of Pentacles, this is the waiting for your ship to come in. You've made an investment, you've planted seeds. The seeds haven't come to fruition yet, but everything's in place. The seeds have been planted. So, it's like laziness or giving up too soon. Walking away from the seeds that you've planted. But hopes and fears, lovers reversed, broken agreement. Or an inability to come to an agreement. And in the very end, though, it's the Ten of Pentacles. This is the wealthy family, the happy people, happy inheritance, position, leaving a legacy. It could be retirement. I think there might be a holdout. And this Seven of Wands is what makes me think that, especially with the crossed by the Two of Cups reversed. So I wonder how long this is going to take. I think when the jury comes back fast, that's supposedly a bad sign for the defense. When they deliberate, that means they're really thinking it over. When they take a long time in deliberation, at least that's what all the cop shows say. Right? I don't know. So, all right. I know I did the royal family the other day, but I didn't do. Let's do Harry and Will's. How's their relationship going? Let's do Harry and William. It looked like they were doing fine. And they started talking after the funeral. They were walking together. Kate stepped back, and they walked on together and talked. These guys don't hate each other. They love each other. They're brothers. So, I don't know who said what about Meghan. I don't think Meghan's the bad guy. William probably wanted Harry to take his time, and Harry was ready to get married. So, and the press, the British press is, when you go by when you're in England and you buy a newspaper, it's any newspaper. It's all like our, our rags here. What, not news, but like, I don't even buy them, so I don't know. But, like those National Enquirers and kind of thing like that. Every day there's my boy. Every day there's more stuff, and there's a lot of, there's always a lot of rumor kind of stuff in there. So what about the royal family? What about William and Harry? How are William and Harry doing? How are William and Harry doing? It's probably a good thing that this happened during a pandemic, because everybody had a chance to step back and go to their corners and cool off, right? How are William and Harry doing? Are William and Harry going to be okay? I just heard, yeah. Let's look. Yeah. Well, first off, Four of Wands. This is the perfect harmony, the perfect home, the perfect homecoming, celebration, reunion, family, friends, all that kind of stuff. And this is it's crossed by the Six of Swords. The Six of Swords is, the two people in the boat being steered by a guy that's taking them away from trouble onto smoother waters. So this crosses the Four of Wands. So this is good. There was a homecoming. It was rough. Now it's smoother waters. So that's really great. Okay, and the Two of Cups beneath is that's reason for celebration right there, because that's an agreement, an emotional agreement of love, because cups, love, cups, emotion, so. Behind is the Chariot, and it's reversed. So this way it's speedy. But this is also in the past, and this is like car trouble, travel issues, giving up or losing direction when it's like this. But it's in the past. Now, top. Okay, so the crowning card. This is the Ten of Pentacles, but it's reversed. Okay, so this is the inheritance card, just like we had a while ago, but it's reversed. So, not so happy. Family. Family conflicts and loneliness. In the near future is the High Priestess reversed. Look at her, isn't she crazy? Spider. So maybe like a clouded way of thinking. I mean, High Priestess always has a lot of secrets. But when it's like upside down, it's like blocked intuition or clouded intuition. Got the Seven of Wands again, and it's reversed. So this is, when it's reversed, plans stalling out, weak boundaries, not being able to defend yourself. But what everybody else thinks, or the ego, or the conscious thoughts, this is the Eight of Swords. Okay, this is in the Rider-Waite deck. This is the person who's bound and kind of behind a wall of swords, so that but they can, it's like all they got to do is walk away and lift the blindfold up. See the mole? He's blind, but all he has to do is crawl out of the hole, and that's Harry. And swords are information and truth. And, it's like information coming out of the sky. And like I was saying before, this is self-imposed restrictions, okay? So Harry may be doing this to himself, or William may say, hey, I don't want to talk about it, which would be his self-imposed restrictions. But the Nine of Swords reverses in the hopes and fears, and, like, this is the Furies. This is being sitting up at night and worrying about stuff, and but this is rest after strife. This is recovery and healing and relief. So it's not this. It's not extreme torment. And the Page of Cups is in the future. So this is an emotional offering of love. So it could be volunteer work, but in this particular situation, I think it's like an emotional outpouring of love. Look at that. Look at the seal. See him? That's why I love this deck. All right. Again, you guys, I don't know why this won't let me create when I go to YouTube anymore. I don't know. But it takes like 2 hours to upload a video. So I'm at 26 minutes. I'm going to have to start making them shorter, or just do one reading and come back and do another reading. And but anyway, I think that Harry's on his way home. And, everybody will get a chance to think about what happened. And they had some good laughs and chuckles, and the cousins were all there. And, Charles and Camilla and the Queen. I mean, the Queen has a great sense of humor. I know, well, as a growing up Catholic, hey, we have best funerals. We get to see everybody. Everybody has a good time. We're sorry and sad and all that kind of thing, but everybody eats and everybody is, it's all a sense of community. And, and that's probably how this went down. And I'm sure they were thrilled that they didn't have to have 1 million people there, and there were only 30 people. Wow, what a relief that must have been. So anyway, I'm going to go hit the like, hit the share, all that stuff. Please subscribe. If you're not subscribed, please do. And I'll be back as soon as I can. So thanks so much for watching. Bye.